Hello and welcome to Extra Time Cricket Show. I am joined by eminent cricket journalist Devashish Datta, and the topic for discussion today is National Cricket Academy or the NCA. In recent times, we have seen the National Cricket Academy has been turning out to be a rehabilitation center for the cricketers, which was not the case when it first started in year 2000, when Raj Singh Dungarpur had a vision and it produced some outstanding cricketers over the years. And it used to be the cradle for budding cricketers who went on to play for the national team. But that is not the case in recent times. We have seen cricketers turning up at NCA and taking a long time to get back into full fit before being ultimately getting a chance to play for the national. Welcome to Extra Times Cricket Show.
Thank you.
Just as I was just discussing, National Cricket Academy, the state it is in.
Once upon a time, you rightly mentioned, Mr. Sen, that it used to be the cradle for Indian cricket, and it is supposed to be. But at the moment, off late it's not performing to its potential, and as a result of that, the cricketers, injured cricketers, are not getting proper treatment, and they have been dragged to the local hospital. It's some kind of a business between that hospital and a man in charge with the cricket academy, and that's what we gather. But I'm not very sure. But I can only tell you that Sourav Ganguly, after becoming president, whenever he will get time, I'm telling you, he will definitely try to bring all the symbolism. And now at the moment, the academy director is Rahul, Dravid, and when Dravid and Ganguly meet together, naturally the top two brains, when they join together, and I am sure that within the next 2-3 months, the atmosphere inside the cricket academy will be changed drastically, and as a result of that, our National Cricket Academy will get its proper recognition.
Just as Dravid mentioned that with the likes of Sourav and Dravid coming together, because we have seen them flourishing as cricketers during their heydays. Now it is time for them to, as administrators, to see the National Cricket Academy in its old form.
Yeah.
Devada, today Sourav did meet the NCA director Rahul Dravid at
in
Bengaluru. So how do you see the meeting? Obviously they are going to discuss about the roadmap of the NCA.
Absolutely. Number one, and if the Rahul Dravid will have to come forward, that these are my problems, and Rahul Dravid definitely will be having a vision. So his vision will be unfolded in front of the BCCI president Sourav Ganguly, and afterwards they will mingle together. And I can tell you, if both Rahul and Sourav decide to take it forward, it will be a top-class affair.
Obviously, talking about the National Cricket Academy, the way it has been working in recent times, means take the example of Bhuvneshwar Kumar.
It's apathy.
Yeah.
It's apathy.
Ever since he returned from England, he has been in and out of the Indian team due to injury. And no one knows what actually is his problem, is his injury.
Yeah, I'm sure Virat Kohli also, if this happens and if this continues, Virat Kohli will also not like, because Bangladesh is coming, and at the moment we have got the seamers, which means Mohammad Shami, Umesh Yadav or Ishant Sharma. They both are hit the deck bowler. They don't depend mostly on swing. So if Bhuvneshwar could have been here, I think it would have been good, especially in the conditions of Eden Gardens, where the ball moves, and day and night cricket match, the wind from the Ganges, adjacent Ganges will come, and it is always helpful for the seamer. And the ball moves at Eden Gardens in the morning and in the evening. So the match is going to be played in the evening. Even then, we won't be. I don't think we will be able to use Bhuvneshwar Kumar's capability. That would have helped Virat Kohli and team to put Bangladesh into a cage, into the world. So bad luck. And you haven't mentioned anything about Riddiman Saha. He was also suffering from a lot. And I really do not know what exactly happened. Sometimes it happened over here. Sometimes the injury was here. Sometimes injury was here. Many things were there. But somehow Riddhi has made a comeback, and wish him all the best. At the same time, I will also appeal to BCCI President that like Bhuvneshwar Kumar and Didhiman Saha and others have been suffering for the ill treatment, or ill treatment means not the behavior, ill treatment or the true sense of the term, the treatment was not up to the mark.
Yeah.
So if this continues and the man in charge tries to continue in the same manner, I don't think it will be good advertisement for Indian cricket. So Sourav being the president, he has very rightly decided to go at a very early of his innings. So it is good, it's a good news, and I'm happy that Sourav will be shuttling down from one city to another for the development of that particular concerned city. But as far as cricket academy is concerned, it is our national pride.
They have a call.
Yeah.
We have a viewer in the meantime. I'll just take a question from a viewer, Gurudat Acharya. He wants to know what's the update about Bhuvneshwar Kumar. Let me tell you that he has a hamstring injury and a side strain, but when he will get fit, regain full fitness so as to come back into the national team, that remains to be a big question. And they were talking about Bhuvneshwar Kumar. Obviously, it's a long time. That means every selection committee meeting, the selection committee chairman comes up when he's asked about Bhuvneshwar Kumar, he comes out and says that he is not available because he is still yet to recover from full fitness. But the fans, they need to know what exactly the status of Bhuvneshwar Kumar.
But it is the duty of the communication department of BCCI, number one. Secondly, the duty of the cricket, the BCCI team of information supplying agency, number one, and second is the cricket academy administration. Fourth will be the team. So if the team feels that they will try to suppress the news of development of any injured cricketer, it is very, very unfortunate. But if I know Virat Kohli correctly, he will not follow this thing. He is very open. But people should go and tell him that how is Bhuvneshwar Kumar. He will definitely tell him. But it is, and we cannot knock the door of Virat Kohli every time. So there are others also. They are not performing according to their responsibility.
Coming back to Sourav meeting Rahul Dravid today, obviously there's a huge anticipation of these two legends of the game taking the game forward in the country, taking the cricket forward in the country. Obviously, Sourav, ever since he was the president of October 23, then he has been hitting sixes. Say, be it bringing the day-night test match to Eden Gardens, or having the contract for the first-class cricketers, or revamping of the NCA. So he has been playing a T20 cricket to start with.
Not T20, he's playing. He used to hit the ball to the gallery even in test matches also. So he has started the innings in a very aggressive manner because time is very short and he has to do many things. So every day morning he gets up with many problems. So it is difficult, but he has already dedicated his life for the development of cricket. So, and that too for his own team, own country. So I'm sure that if he continuously tries to do something good for Indian cricket, the old administrators will definitely try to hide their faces because they didn't do much.
Talking about Raj Singh Dungarpur, it was his brainchild to start the National Cricket Academy. If you can take us back to those times, means to golden days, means
yes.
How did the NCA function?
Raj Singh was a man of big heart, big vision. And he always used to talk about MCC, Oval, Sydney Cricket Ground, Melbourne Cricket Ground. So by travelling to those parts of the world, he realized that although the cricket, Australia's cricket academy is in Adelaide, and you will be surprised to know that John Bradman used to come there. And when Ricky Ponting was 8-year-old, when he went to that particular camp, John Bradman was there to give them lectures. So Ponting really relishes that, and it is a great thing. So if our cricket army also tries to follow these things, the small things, but it's very big because he will remember. So why on the eve of making debut, why ex-senior cricketer comes and hands over the national cap towards the cricketer? Because he or she will remember that someone has given me. Who is someone? A man like Sunil Gavaskar, a man like Kapil Dev, okay, a man like Ricky Ponting, man like Dravid, man like Ricky Veno. If they come and give you lecture, people will remember that what, and that is why they are famous. That is why they are great. That is why they are icons. So if we come to know about the final points of the game from them, the budding cricketers would definitely be benefited. So if this is the case, and Rajbhai used to do the same thing, and he went particularly, but I don't know that these old BCCI officers, why did not they try to buy lands? I'm told that
they did bought a land.
But 50 crores were granted. Where's the money gone? How much the work has been done? We really do not know. So I'm sure Sourav will go and try to bring all the old issues together. That where is the money gone? Number one. What is the situation? He will definitely start finding the latest situation and try to uplift the standard of those particular projects.
Devuda, obviously, we have two gentlemen at the NCA at the moment. One is the physio, Ashish Kaushik. Obviously, there's saying about him is that
he is associated with a
local hospital in Bangalore,
and he always said
the cricketers, whoever turns up with an injury to NCA, he or she is referred to that medical center.
Okay.
And there has been a lot of tests being carried out. And Tufan Ghosh, the CEO of the NCA, he has a background of having been in the hospital administration for Columbia Asia. Okay. So these two gentlemen means, and in those days, NCA had some great names. Means you just mentioned the name of Sunil Gavaskar. So we have seen cricketers, Ravi Shastri also. So but
Sandeep Patil also did a good job.
But even Brijesh Patel, even Brijesh Patel was also there.
But there will always be, if you do not have someone from top to watch that what is happening, what are the people doing, so these things are going to happen. Our good officials, they were busy for themselves and they didn't care for the development of BCCI. ऐसा होता है भाई, ऐसा होता है, ऐसे तो बहुत बड़ा बिजनेस हाउस ऐसे टपक गया तो सौरभ गांगुली आ गया ना, ऐसा करके टपक जाने का पहले उसको पहुंच जाएगा और मुझे उम्मीद है
we all are. And talking about Sabha Karim, the General Manager Cricket Operations, obviously last 3 years we had the Duleep Trophy being played with pink ball. But he has suddenly lifted that, he has gone back to playing the Duleep Trophy with the red ball. And now with Sourav coming, we have a day-night test match. So this is all becoming a farce, means the way it has been run, the cricket being run in last few years.
Yes, it is, and he couldn't visualize, and then I think when BCCI decided to start the trophy with pink ball, there were some visions.
Absolutely.
So I don't know, it belongs to Sourav Ganguly. So before changing to red ball, they could have consulted him, भाई ऐसा आप चालू किया था, तो अभी हम लोग बदलने के लिए ये सोच रहा है. तो सोचने से, सौरभ से बात करने से सौरभ वुड हैव स्टॉप देम. सो दिस इज सिनेरियो. हम लोग जो फॉलो अप जो होता है ना, फॉलो अप नहीं होता है और इज्जत देने वाला आदमी नहीं है. हमारा काम हो गया तो बस खत्म हो गया. अपना कंट्री के लिए, अपना देश के लिए, अपना स्टेट के लिए कैसा बड़ा हस्तियों को लाना पड़ेगा, ये सोचना जरूरी है. एंड द टाइम इज अप नाउ.
How hopeful are you? Means before we end this topic, how hopeful are you about this joint venture between Rahul, Dravid and Sourav Ganguly with both of them?
Very hopeful, as I told you earlier. I am very hopeful, and I think the good times will start very soon. It is there in the just round the corner. It is coming, and I'm sure within 15-20 days we will come to know that these are the decisions that has already been implemented in National Cricket Academy.
Obviously, we have a lot of viewers who have joined us. One of them, SK Rohan, he has been quite a regular with our show.
How are you?
He wants to know Sakib के नहीं आने से बांग्लादेश को कितना नुकसान होगा. Obviously, the Bangladesh cricketers,
it's something like the England team.
The Bangladesh cricketers, they are coming today to Delhi. They have they are supposed to arrive in Delhi today. They will be leaving shortly from Dhaka, but Sakib's absence, does it come as a...
I've already answered. आपने चालू किया, मैंने बोल दिया लाओ घूमो. Something like England team, without Ian Botham. Indian team without Kapil Dev. He's a fantastic all-rounder, and he's a top all-rounder in all formats of the game. It's a big blow for the Bangladesh team, but it's not a friendship series at all, because India and Bangladesh, whenever they play, they are at very, very competitive spirit. So without Shakib and also Tamim Iqbal, they will not be able to play according to their potential.
And there was obviously another burning issue that's coming up, is that two environmentalists, activists, they have wrote an open letter to Sourav Ganguly mentioning that they would want Sourav to shift the first T20 in Delhi, Firozshah Kotla, to some other venues, because with lot of toxic air in the and air pollution because of Diwali, they feel that it might harm the Indian cricketers thinking about in the long run.
Yeah.
So do you think that, because the time is very short, today is 38 and the first match is coming up on the 3rd of November, so do you think that the time is too short to shift such a match?
Absolutely, and I'm sure अगर पारा का मैच भी ना आप शिफ्ट करना चाहेंगे ना, तो it is very difficult. तो अभी देखिए टिकट तो प्रिंटिंग हो गया है, not only that the people have already been invited, and छोटा टाइम के लिए T20 मैच है ना, वो चलना पड़ेगा. You are right that we are thinking something good about the cricketer, about the spectator. Yes, it is bad, but we should have used our Diwali not with crackers, only with sweets. So we couldn't do that. So we want everything, no? We want poverty, we want rich people, we want top businessmen, we want Rekha-like actress, we want Amitabh Bachchan, we want everything. We want, and we will not sacrifice anything. अभी क्या करना है, ये दुनिया आ गया है, मैं क्या कर सकता हूँ, मेरे को सब चाहिए, नहीं होएगा. मेरे को सोफा भी चाहिए, मेरे को बेड भी चाहिए, हाँ, मेरे को बिस्तर भी चाहिए, मेरे को मैट भी चाहिए, मैं उधर जाके रोऊंगा, इधर जाके हंसूंगा. It is not possible. It has already been decided, and organizational part is a very tough job. That too in an international match. Lot of security, lot of official dom has to be furnished before before organizing any tournament. You are correct, and I am happy that you are concerned. But ऐसा concern बहुत दिन तक था, पर हम लोग कुछ नहीं करता है. लेकिन हम लोग को जो काम नहीं करना चाहिए, वो हम लोग करके देता है. Correct.
And I have a question coming from the Night Fury. Who do you think are the 5-6 players that Ravi Shastri has mentioned a couple of times in interviews that they only fit in T20s for India?
मतलब?
He wants to know, who do you think are the 5-6 players that Ravi Shastri has mentioned a couple of times in interviews that they only fit in T20s for India?
I have no idea. I mean, who was it? But as a cricket writer, I can think that Rohit Sharma, Shikhar Dhawan will be is a must. And if Bumrah is fit, he has to be there. Ravindra Jadeja has to be there. And on top of it, Virat Kohli. That is my thing. And I'm not saying anything about the Indian coach.
And we have another question coming from Saif Khan. क्या इंडियन टीम को न्यूजीलैंड टूर पर हार्दिक की जगह शिवमन दुबे को ट्राई करना चाहिए टेस्ट में?
अभी एक भी मैच नहीं खेला भाई साहब, आप तो कमाल किया है. You are thinking, are you शिवम दुबे supporter? Hardik is a better player. I mean, he is a tried and tested player. At the moment, he is nursing his injury. देखा जाएगा, बाद में देखिए ना क्या होता है. अभी लंबा सीजन है, अभी इसका बाद बांग्लादेश चला जाने के बाद वेस्ट इंडीज आएगा. तो बहुत झमेला है, पर न्यूजीलैंड में ले जाने के लिए चलो ना, घूमने जाएगा, क्या है, 16 आदमी जाएगा, 2 विकेट की बाद जाएगा, तो 2 विकेट की बाद 2 ऑलराउंडर, तो 4 हो गया. अभी 12 क्रिकेटर है, बॉलर कितना होगा, 6, तो बैट्समैन कहाँ से आएगा, आप देख लीजिए. तो अपना सोचते रहिए बस. बट यू आर कंसर्न अबाउट, यू आर थिंकिंग गुड अबाउट शिवम दुबे, ही विल बी आल्सो वेरी हैप्पी.
Obviously, coming back to pink ball test match, the good thing to happen is that the timing of the match will start at 1:30 p.m. and it will get over by 8:30. So ideal time for the cricket going public.
Number one, and secondly, there is a possibility that dew will come. Certain possibility.
Absolutely.
So 1 o'clock, if they start the match, so till 6:30.
1:30 the match is starting.
Which means about 5 hours without dew.
Yes.
That's good enough. That's good enough. Think it that way. Correct?
And I'm talking about the SG ball. Means obviously, this will be the first time, so how it will be behaving. So these are things. Shouldn't have been, it would have been better to have a just a practice match or a
अभी टाइम नहीं है,
अभी टाइम नहीं है but ऐसे ही मीन्स there's a lot of concerns means arising out of this.
ठीक है भाई 5 दिन ले लेगा, बट एसजी बॉल में खेला होगा या नहीं, आई एम नॉट वेरी श्योर. ऑल्दो हम सुन रहे हैं जब विराट ने बोला है जब एसजी बॉल से खेलेंगे.
Means even Sourav did mention yesterday in an interview to the agents PTI that he reckons that you cannot change 2 balls in a single series.
Yeah.
So if because we all know that a test match in India happens with SG ball.
Yeah.
So he would want to have pink SG balls for the test match at Eden Gardens.
फाइन, बट इज एसजी रेडी? ये तो नया केमिस्ट्री बनेगी ना. ये देखिए अगर वो जो पिंक लगाएंगे वो अगर सडनली रेड हो जाएगा तो आई डोंट नो बिकॉज सौरभ इज द प्रेसिडेंट एंड ही हैज प्लेड क्रिकेट. हम लोग उतना बड़ा ग्रेड में क्रिकेट नहीं खेला, लेकिन मेरा क्वेश्चन मार्क है दैट इट इज़ वेरी डिफिकल्ट. द केमिस्ट्री और द प्रोसेस ऑफ प्रिपेयरिंग वन पिंक बॉल इज डिफिकल्ट इशू. सो वेदर SG will be able to deliver that standard or not, I have no idea. I mean, nobody has got any idea. But Sourav must be talking to the SG company people that मेरे को अच्छा quality बना दिए. इतना जल्दी इतना how many balls बनाना आएगा? I have no idea. चलो.
And there was coming back to obviously there one more question surrounding the T20 SG the day-night test match here at Eden Gardens. It will be an absolutely frenzy mode. Obviously, Runa Laila, the noted Bangladeshi singer, she has been invited. Usha Uttub might be performing as well. So there will be lot of excitement revolving around this the 5 days.
Very good. ऐसा ही होना चाहिए. टेस्ट मैच को भी तुमको बेचना है ना, मतलब क्राउड को लाना है, तो आपको गाना ही करना पड़ेगा. आगा खैलम डगा गो खैलम आगा खैलम रे, ये रूना लाला का गाना है, बहुत बेहतरीन. पीपल विल लव टू लिसन एंड दे विल हिलाओ देयर.
On that note, we end our discussion here, but do keep watching Extra Time Cricket Show and please don't forget to push on the notification bell. Until then, goodbye.